Hi, everyone. As we soak up the final weeks of summer, it's the perfect time to get a head start on tools that can truly empower students. In this video series, I'll be highlighting the built-in accessibility features on the iPad that every student and every educator should know about. These tools aren't just for students with diagnosed disabilities. They can support all learners by promoting independence, focus, and access. Let's dive into the must-know accessibility features that can make a real difference right from day one of the school year. The first tool we are going to explore is the Speak Selection Spoken Content Accessibility feature. Why should you know about this tool? Because this is a frontline tool for all students that struggle with decoding, reading comprehension, have a language-based learning disability, or a cognitive disability. There are many students that struggle with decoding, but if the text is read aloud to them, either by a person or technology, their comprehension of the text may be vastly different than if they had read the text themselves. Having a tool that is also part of mainstream technology allows for a more beneficial experience for all users and normalizes the use of these features. Think about it. How many students do you have in your classroom that may not want to use a piece of technology because they don't want to appear different? If all students are introduced to this feature and have the ability to use it, thus making it more mainstream, all students can benefit from it. So let's go into the iPad and take a look at where to find these features, their settings, and how to use it in action. The first thing we need to do is make sure that the Speak Selection tools are turned on. To do this, go to your settings, tap on Accessibility, and Spoken Content. The first item you need to turn on is Speak Selection. This will allow text-to-speech to occur across the various apps on the iPad. If your student cannot access their text-to-speech, this is the first place I send them to make sure that the tool is turned on. And to turn it on, all you have to do is tap it so that it turns green. The next settings all students should customize are the voice setting and speaking rate. When you tap on Voices and English and Voice, you will find that there is a very long list of voice options that are available. I usually have students play around in this area until they find a voice that they like. I remember when I first started out in AT about 15 years ago, the number one complaint by students using text-to-speech was that there was usually only one or two voice choices available and they all sounded robotic. Today, there are so many voices to choose from, students are bound to find at least one that they can listen to. Once they have selected a voice, they can next select the speaking rate, which you can find at the bottom of the screen. I encourage students to come in and adjust this depending on the reading material. I have had students express that they will come in and adjust the rate of speech depending on what it is that they are reading. The next setting I have students customize is the highlight content. Some students benefit by following along with the text while it is being read aloud, while other students find this distracting. If they do find a benefit to the highlighted text, they can further customize what they would like highlighted. Do they want just the words highlighted? Do they want sentences highlighted or words and sentences? They can customize this highlight style. Do they want it underlined or do they want the highlight to be a background color? They can either customize it even more by adjusting what the highlighted colors are. The words can be one color and the sentences can be another. Now that we have taken a look at how to turn the Speak Selection settings on, let's take a look at how your student can use it. In this example, I am going to show you how to use this in Google Docs, but the process will be primarily the same across the iPad apps. So the first thing that your student is going to want to do is to tap on, either using their finger or a stylus, what text they would like to select. And you can use the blue dots to increase or decrease what you want to have highlighted. And then you'll notice the menu bar will show up and the student just taps on speak.
Using a line marker, with or without highlighting to assist the student with keeping their place while reading.
And it's as simple as that. So as we begin the school year, let's prepare our students for success by introducing them to these built-in tools that can provide additional support. Thanks for watching.